Hello and welcome to Crystal Experiences, a channel designed to help you enjoy more meaningful connections to the world of Mother Nature's wonderful crystals. This is the third and final video in a series designed to ensure that you will use your bracelets more effectively so you can enjoy more crystal assistance. And this can happen at a personal or spiritual level, also including building intuitive senses. By the term guidance or intuition, I do mean any sense you already have that somehow you are receiving helpful and accurate information, and it doesn't matter if you call it soul, angels, gut feeling, clairvoyance, and so on. This is the third video where we will move on to knowing even more about wearing bracelets. For example, is wearing a multi-crystal bracelet a good idea? Where does the bracelet want to be worn? Understanding the urge to remove a bracelet, even though it's not the end of the day. Why am I wearing this bracelet? Is there an indirect reason? And how bracelets can help you with your affirmations. You may already have experienced a particular bracelet whose energy from reading a book or based on what your friends told you matched exactly what you needed, but somehow it was wrong when you started wearing it. This video hopes to help you understand why. And if you're new to wearing crystal bracelets, how to avoid the beginner mistakes. This video has been created from personal and customer experience of what went well and what went wrong with wearing crystal bracelets. My name is Shamara and I have been selling crystals for over 18 years. For this next section, we move on to wearing bracelets, the mistakes others have made with them, and how to experience more healing help from them. When you're a beginner, there is a hole you can fall into when wearing crystal bracelets. Maybe you already had a great experience with your first bracelet. It really did help. As an example, you may have experienced that wearing a bracelet for the first time did release stress and doubt while you were at work. You feel so good at having them help you make the changes that you just want more. In fact, you want to see all parts of your life become positive. So you buy a lot of bracelets to work with lots of different problems and lots of different hopes. And then you put on 5 or more bracelets, each of which offers a different energy assistance, and say that's labradorite, jade, yellow calcite, rose quartz and amazonite. Let me advise you that things will not go as expected wearing 5 bracelets at one time. And how did I learn that wearing too many bracelets can be a bad idea? It occurred when I was early in my connection to crystals and I was at a market selling them. A young woman walked in saying, "I don't feel these bracelets working anymore. I need a crystal bracelet to help me. Also, I'm not feeling very well." I tuned into her guidance and immediately got a sense of which 2 bracelets she needed. She bought them, but as she went to put them on, she pulled up her sleeve and she had 5 bracelets being worn all at the same time. I then checked her other arm and she had another 4 bracelets there. Interestingly, by coincidence, or was it, an experienced crystal intuit was also looking at my crystals. Between the 2 of us, we received the message from our guides that many of these women's bracelets needed to come off now. So I pulled them off and then felt which bracelets she actually needed to wear. As the experienced intuit double-checked me, nothing like having supervision, several piles were built. A couple were energetically really dirty and we needed to cleanse them on the spot. A large number of the bracelets she actually shouldn't have been wearing today, and so they went into her handbags. And there were 3 that she was to put back on. Yes, 2 of which were the ones she had just bought from me. With no bracelets on, she immediately started to feel her energy improve as her field was not being overwhelmed, causing her to feel ill. And the experienced intuit suggested that she actually sit on the ground in the beautiful sunshine while the restoration of her energy was completed. Once she was rebalanced and regrounded, she came back in and she put on the 3 bracelets she actually needed to wear today. They were all complementary to each other, and they focused around one aspect of health. I don't remember what it was. Maybe she felt blocked creatively. She then said she could feel them working together very happily and that they were uplifting her. And as a bonus, well, she enjoyed a lesson about cleansing bracelets and how to intuit which ones to wear each morning. So that was my big lesson about what would happen if you wore too much all at once. Yep, you could end up feeling overwhelmed, even sick. It also explained why I had only ever been guided to put on maybe 1, 2 or 3 bracelets at any time for myself. And please know, I'm not talking about wearing 3 clear quartz bracelets or 3 rhodonite bracelets in one go. This is okay. You're making a fashion choice that you like things in groups of 3, say. 3 bracelets of the same crystal type will count just as 1 crystal type. So with this explained, here's my rule of thumb for wearing completely different crystal types of bracelets. If you're noticing you're guided to wear 1, 2 or 3, then it's likely to be all good. If you start to put on a 4th, double check. And if you're wanting to put on 5 or more, well, now you really need to intuit why. And also don't forget to include in the count any pendants, earrings, anything you're carrying around in your pocket as well. You know, that's all being worn at the same time. So the rule of thumb applies across them all. So here's the routine to practice your intuitive skills and ensure you're wearing the right bracelets for the day. Look at your bracelets, see which ones you seem to want to pick up, feel, does this one seem to feel right for today? And be okay if you actually start to cry. That's a good sign, because that's the crystal starting to get to work with unfreezing something that's blocked inside you. So it doesn't always have to be a happy feel, it just needs to feel right. So once you've realised which bracelets you need to wear, then sense which side of you wants to wear it. And that's the routine. Now, if you're going to be extra good, you should also, before you put it on, check, is it cleansed? Does it need some other work? And if not, if it feels good, ready to go, on it goes and you're ready for the day. So now you're puzzled about, well, why did you feel the need to buy 6 bracelets? Yet I'm telling you there's a rule of thumb that you should only be wearing 1, 2 or 3 at a time. Don't be worried. There can be a cycle in any given week or month when you need to swap between which of the 6 bracelets you're wearing at any time. So don't be surprised if in this cycle there are some bracelets you wear a lot and some that are not worn very often. This is a typical situation for everyone. As an example, I would often use bracelets that would help me break through some difficulty. They may be worn for a week or 2 while I process and transmute the difficulty. Then I would find that I'd put them aside and I would be wearing a different bracelet or 2 that were ready to do their special assistance, such as expand my energy, expand my consciousness, now that the first level of difficulty was out of my energy field. And they may only spend a day or 2 doing that assistance before I was back to the original bracelets to take me through another level or another aspect of the difficulty, which needed now to be faced and cleansed. So don't be surprised if you are cycling through a particular group. It's just a different level of clearing, balancing and expanding your energy field that your guidance is taking you through at this time in your life. Okay, so you've double checked and you're definitely getting 5 bracelets need to be worn today. Why? You know that doesn't seem right. So now sort out into 2 piles of, do I need to wear it now or am I wearing it later today? So wearing it now. Yes. wearing it later. Yes. So once you've got the two piles, then obviously the ones that need to go on now, you pop on now and off you go for your day. But bring the other ones with you, because it could be something's going to change as your day goes on. You're going to move into a different emotional state, and maybe it's different people you're interacting with, and suddenly now you know why you had to bring the other bracelets. That's why, yes, you got 5 bracelets to wear, even though my rule of thumb said you should only wear up to 3. Hopefully that helps you. Now, have you been wondering if you should wear those multi-crystal bracelets? My team has always guided me away from buying multi-crystal bracelets. There's only one type called chakra bracelet that I buy, and that's because there are a lot of beginners out there who just want to try out their first bracelet, and these bracelets are a pretty rainbow of colour which appeals to them. They are also popular with those people who do not believe in crystal energy and just want to wear a pretty bracelet. That's okay. Both sets of people will be taking the energy of the colours through their eyes. Their energy field will benefit from all these different colours flowing through their chakras, doing a general cleanse, balance and enhance, even if they don't know that's what's going on. Just looking at the bright array of colours will uplift their mood, and that's a great outcome. However, more experienced buyers are not drawn to buy chakra bracelets for themselves. There are so many different energies occurring that the bracelet really can't do much of any particular assistance other than a general mood improver. For example, you may want help with confusion while improving your creativity, and you want to shift your heart's unhappiness. Your guidance knows that these are actually 3 unrelated issues, so having 3 different bracelets like maybe Tiger's Eye, Yellow Calcite and Rhodonite is going to be a better way for you to get the help you need. Each one can be worn on its own day when it's best aligned to the energies and the situations that are going to come to you to help you deal with the confusion. You know, what's it about? What's causing the block in your creativity or your expression? And today's a good day to clear those feelings of vengeance that your unhappy heart is holding. There is one occasion where I would be guided to buy multi-crystal bracelets, and that was if the person who beaded the bracelets actually channeled their creations with a specific purpose. For example, empower the divine goddess within. Their creations were energetically balanced, and they did hold an extra boost of energy. Now let's talk about what I would rank as the second biggest mistake made when wearing bracelets. Are you checking on which wrist the bracelet should be worn? When we start to wear crystal bracelets, we're often in automatic pilot mode. I always wear my bracelets on my left hand because I write with my right. In the world of crystals, this may not be the best place for the crystal bracelet to work for you. You do need to feel where they want to be worn. They may feel better maybe on the right wrist than the left, or on the left wrist rather than the right. Or maybe they want to go in your bra or in the pocket of your top, or maybe into the back pocket of your pants. Or maybe they want to go around your ankle. Maybe they want to go on the top of your head. Yeah, we've had them all. Yes, all these positions people have experienced and been amazed at how right it felt putting the bracelet there. Here are some of the reasons. Maybe there is a meridian that needs to unblock so your liver gets more healing help. Well, then the bracelet needs to go on top of it. Maybe it's on the feminine side because you need help in receiving energy so you're not being so drained by all the action you're giving out to the world. And what type of support it is depends on what the crystal is good at. If it's moss agate or a rainforest jasper, it's actually going to help you receive in the support of Mother Nature. Maybe it's on the masculine side because you're giving out a lot of energy and you need to do that action in a better way. And again, what support depends on what the crystal is good at. If it's an adventuring, it's helping you get into action with your creative outlet. If it's so light, the advice that maybe you're giving out for the day needs to add energy of respect and acceptance so that it will be better heard. Maybe placing it at your ankle will help you have a better connection to the earth that you have a tendency to keep unplugging. Maybe placing it on your head is because the energy that's coming in needs some help at your third eye and your crown to get in. And if your guidance knows your budget is tight, it may suggest a bracelet that you already have rather than buy a pendant or a hair clip for just a one-off use. Many customers over the years told us when they were sometimes prompted to wear their bracelets in strange places, on a ribbon maybe to get it at their throat, around their ponytail to get it at the back of their head, pinned in their hair, anchored under a hat. We all had a good laugh. One of the interesting reasons that often happens as you wear your bracelet all day is that you find yourself unconsciously wanting to take it off. Don't resist the urge. Why? If it happens within, say, 5 minutes or so of putting it on, your guidance is signaling that, well, have you put it in the wrong position? Or it's actually the wrong crystal to wear today? Or would you give it an energetic cleanse? And this usually happens when you've been in automatic habit mode as you put it on. If this urge is happening, say, 20 minutes, half an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours later, it's probably a sign from your guidance that you need to change the energetic support you're receiving. For example, this can happen when I sit down at my desk with a whole lot of other crystals selected to help me assist as I work. Suddenly any bracelets I'm wearing need to come off. Why? Well, I'm in a different situation compared to my mornings, mental and emotional state. And now the bracelets just can't help me. Once the work is done and my mental and emotional state changes again, yes, often I find I put the bracelets back on. Another reason for this urge to remove the bracelets is that the crystal has done its work for the day, and that by taking it off, it will give the other bracelets I'm still wearing more opportunity to do their work. Or if I find I'm taking everything off, it's time for the body to rebalance from all that energy it has been absorbing from the bracelets. Yes, letting your body rebalance all the energy of the crystals, all that's been poured into it, is really important to your restorative and improvement of your energetic field's health. And I advise that 4 hours a day is a good time to be away from all your crystals so this important work can happen. I find sleep is a good time to do this. And if you want to learn how I learnt this need to actually sometimes be away from crystals, leave a comment and I'll create a video about it. Now, there are times I have periods of stressing about something, and the wearing of bracelets to bed is the only thing that will calm me enough so I can fall asleep. I used to discourage wearing bracelets in bed, believing that the elastics would break, but this has not been my experience. So now I'm definitely recommending it because I'm doing it myself. I find wearing the bracelets to bed on me actually seems to work a lot better than having them in the pillow or on the side table. If I've done that, of course, I'll find a different time in the day to be crystal free for the rebalance. So another question you may have is why you're guided to buy a crystal in a bracelet rather than in a different form that you could have in your pocket or on your desk. And the reason for this is often an overlooked benefit of how the crystal not only helps you, but it's actually helping others around you. For example, if you work with a person who's negative, they can't see a black tourmaline bracelet that's in your pocket. But if you wear it as a bracelet, then they can see the colour. Now, through their eyes, they unconsciously absorb the black colour, which for many actually represents comfort and protection. both of which will help the person drop out of their mental stream of negativity to come back into their physical body and ground their energy. As they settle down, they become more reasonable to be around, and this helps you. Sure, you could have the crystal on your desk, but if you're wandering around the office all day to meetings where you will meet the problem people, then a crystal at your desk won't help you. And don't forget you're enjoying the direct benefits from seeing it and feeling it too. You will sense its protective, comforting presence also. How it absorbs your negativity. How it absorbs the negativity of the environment. How it helps your thoughts and emotions to settle down. How your mind becomes calmer, so you actually start to think better. And how you now may be receiving insights, including what to say or what to understand about the situation. Always remember, if black is too powerful for you, or the colour causes you to feel anxiety, you can buy tourmaline in other colours. And if you receive negativity through your thoughts rather than through your feelings, then black obsidian, even black onyx, can benefit you and others as discussed above. Obsidian also has a softer form if pure black is too much. And now let's move on to my final insight for this video. Being able to look at your crystal bracelet can help you receive reminders of something important that you need to do as you move through your day. For example, when customers were guided to buy a pink bracelet, some would also receive the message that each time they looked at the bracelet, they were to have the following thought: the angels are with me. Have I asked them to help me with this issue? And did I look to see if they sent me a sign with the answers or with ideas? Affirmations can also work more effectively if linked to a bracelet. For example, some customers received that each time they looked at their bracelet, they were to affirm something like, "The universe loves me. I am lovable to the universe." Or, "The universe is infinite. There is an abundance for all, including me." The checks you should do each day, some of which the extra steps you would definitely do if you seem to have an awful lot, like 5 of them, are: which bracelets do I need? Okay, so I need all 5. Are they all energetically clean? Yeah. That one needs a bit of a clean up, so I should give that a bit of a clean. No, that one feels good to go. And say I have 5 in my hands, I would then have to ask which ones need to be put on now, which ones later. No, that needs to be done later. Well, I have to give it a cleanse as well. Now, and now, and which wrist do I need to put them on? So that wants to go on this wrist, and that wants to go on this wrist. And it's not a hard and fast rule. Don't be surprised if through the day you suddenly are finding you're doing that. You're just flipping it because now the other part of your body wants to work with it. There's some action stuff that needs the help of that bracelet. It's all fine. The worst that happens is if you got it wrong, you'll find yourself fiddling and, yep, you're putting it back on the other wrist, or no, in fact, you were being told to take it off. So hopefully that summary of all the intuitive steps in terms of wearing it gives you a hand as to the process that I certainly have in my day of picking the bracelets to help me through the day. I hope this video helps you understand how to wear your bracelets in the right way and in the right timing. Did you also notice that you discovered how they can be a double helper of assistance? Remember, the more you allow in the help of your crystal friends, the quicker you can sense them getting to work for you. This is the final part in a series about everything you need to know about wearing crystal bracelets, or at least the ones I've discovered. My name is Shamara, creating videos for you so you can enjoy your crystals even more effectively every day. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. Any insightful comments will be great too. Namaste.